the world is suffering. Wars of aggression. Companies dumping toxic waste everywhere. Governments supporting the poisoning of our water. 1/3 of the world goes hungry, while the other 2/3 throws away a third of their food. We are digging up all the coal and oil of our planet instead of researching renewable methods. Governments and corporations constantly lie, kill, and extort the entire planet's population just for profit. Where in America the richest 1% have 42% of the money. You shouldn't have to be convinced that the system we live under must come to a stop.
I'm not sure if I heard that right, but it's more like a 1%. And it's 98%.
This is just a game to them, a game which is rigged in the most extreme ways, where they cheat at any given opportunity. It is a game in which the majority do not even know they are playing, working only to serve the pockets of the criminal banking cartels. They have created a psychological prison, where the prisoners are not even aware they are locked up. We live under a system in which the wealth is sucked from the poor, then given to the rich, where people actively harm others on this planet in the pursuit of profit. They have orchestrated a huge redistribution of power, purely for more control, but shrouded under the banner of justice. Massive surveillance, data collection of every citizen, hundreds of billions of dollars spent every year on the military-industrial complex, huge bailouts to the bankers, very few people controlling excessively large amounts of media corporations, in turn controlling the information we get, the funding of both sides of the wars, again only for profit and power. For those who are paying attention, this is of no surprise.
Don't forget, we are the resistance.
Do you have any second thoughts about
Never forget.
Out of Iraq?
You know what I just find interesting is the degree to which this issue keeps on coming up, as if this was my decision.
He made all the churches in the White House into mosques. They prayed to Islam in the White House.
For the first time in 9 years.
What is wrong with us? What did we fell asleep, people?
We did. 4 years ago, I promised to end the war in Iraq. I did. Now, 4 years ago, I promised to end the war in Iraq, and I did. I told you we'd end the war in Iraq. We did. I said we'd end the Iraq war. We did. I told you I'd end the war in Iraq, and we did. I ended the war in Iraq as I promised. In 2008, I promised we'd end the war in Iraq. We've ended it. I was able to keep my promise and end the war in Iraq. 2008, I promised we would end the war in Iraq, and we've ended it. The war in Iraq is over. The war in Iraq is over. I'm ending the war in Iraq. That's why I ended the war in Iraq. For the first time in 9 years, there are no Americans fighting in Iraq. Don't tell me words don't matter.
Fucking, God. We must open our eyes,
January
people.
17th, 1961. President Eisenhower warned the world of the impending threat posed by a disastrous rise of misplaced power involving the military-industrial complex. 3 months later, President John F. Kennedy would make an address before the American Newspaper Publishers Association, emphasizing the need for a free and independent press.
Greatest speech ever. They killed him for it.
The act of covering up mistakes is unacceptable, especially in what's supposed to be a free and open society. Nevertheless, over 54 years later, it's clear that while some circumstances have changed, the same warnings still
I dare you to slow down the John F. Kennedy assassination. It looks like a passenger front security guard shot him, and then Jackie Kennedy shot him after, and then ran back to pass the gun behind the guy behind him. I dare you. It's disturbing as fuck.
To be fair, we had helped to create the problem we're now fighting. How? Because
everything's a lie, people. Everything's a fucking lie.
We had this brilliant idea that we were going to come to Pakistan and create a force of mujahideen.
This is probably a little bit the most truth you'll ever hear from
everything
her.
Else to go after the Soviets inside Afghanistan.
You must realize every great lie has to have a grain of truth. Be smart enough to find a grain of truth out of every great lie.
These trained people who were fanatical in Afghanistan and Pakistan, leaving them well armed, creating a mess, frankly, that at the time we didn't really recognize. We were just so happy to see the Soviet Union.
There's no
fall.
reason to create a great lie unless there's
okay now.
some
Everything's
truth in
going to
it.
be so much better. Now you look back, the people
Never
we're
forget
fighting
that.
today, we were supporting in the fight against the Soviets.
In retrospect,
Everybody that watches
the
this,
intelligence
thank you.
that everybody saw, that the world saw, not just the United States, was faulty. And in retrospect, once we invaded and took out Saddam Hussein, we didn't focus on security first. And the Iraqis, in this incredibly insecure environment, turned on the United States military because there was no security for themselves and their families.
Those damn Iraqis, once we invaded, tried to fight back.
Fucking A. Protect you and yours, I'm telling you.
We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.
We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment
God
of pertinent
bless.
facts far outweighed the dangers which are cited to justify it. And there is very grave danger that an announced need for increased security will be seized upon by those anxious to expand its meaning
Great, man.
to the very limits of official censorship and concealment. That I do not intend to permit to the extent that it's in my control.
Speech
But we
got
are
him killed.
opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence, on infiltration instead of invasion, on subversion instead of elections,
Sound
on
familiar?
intimidation instead of free choice, on guerrillas by night instead of armies by day. It is a system which has conscripted vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit, highly efficient machine that
I love you
combines
all.
military,
With all of my
diplomatic,
heart.